Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're going to talk about unusual options activity. Alright, let's kick it off with the disclaimer. So, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show. They are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright, everyone, first one I want to bring up is Workhorse. Now, this is a speculative play. I've kind of been dabbling into a little bit more of these speculative plays lately. We're seeing a lot of option paper going into those, a lot of unusual options activity, and the stocks are making nice moves. So let's check out Workhorse. Now, this is an EV play. There's some nice short-term volume here. If you just keep scrolling through these option expiry months here, 6,000 contracts traded there. There was overall just some bullish option buying in Workhorse. Another month here, the main month, July 16th, there was some nice buying in there. If you check out these time and sales here, there's some really nice orders of some people coming in, outlaying some premium of, about $100 to $200,000. I like people that are putting big money on small stocks like this. This thing has a 50% short interest. Mind you, this is a speculative play, and this is kind of just a bet on a short squeeze. I'm not really too comfortable about the fundamentals in this stock, so I definitely will not be buying the stock here. That is why I own. That is why we own the July options. We own those in another account, so I don't think. Yeah, the the position is not going to be showing up. We own the July 11 strike calls. Now, if you take a look at this chart here, they lost a contract with UPS to supply them electric vehicles back on, it looks like, February 23rd. So this thing tanked like 50% or so. And clearly that was not a good buying opportunity, because this thing made its way down to 7. Now it's back to this 9 level. So we took a flyer on the options. It has a big short interest. A lot of these Redditors are really getting in hard on some of these stocks. AMC, GameStop, all those stocks are roaring. I think it's a little too late to get into those. So I'm trying to play something like Workhorse that could be the next short squeeze candidate. And that's why we're taking a flyer with the options, some cheap options. I'm not out, buying the stock or anything like that, because I'm not too sure about the fundamentals in this company. So, next one I want to bring up is Snowflake. Now, this is a high multiple software stock now, and I would be high pressed to go out and buy it, at 245 right here. I just want to let you guys know that this probably, in my opinion, is a good one to keep on your radar, because I like the CEO, I like Frank Slootman. I watched multiple interviews with him. I like what he has to say. I'm reading his book, so there was some big unusual options activity in this one. Snowflake just reported earnings yesterday, I think it was. The stock opened at about 226, traded down to 220, and closed at 246. So to me, that is a sign that people are putting more risk on in this market. They're buying these high multiple software stocks, and they are taking on more risk. And it's a good sign that the stock opened down and closed up almost 4%. To me, that means that the stock is going higher. There's multiple months here with some unusual options activity. This is the June 4th. This is the weekly option, so this is not the main month expiry here. And there's there's a little over 6,000 contracts trading here of these 520 open interest of about 525. If you just go through some of these other months here, there is some nice volume. One order I want to pick out in the time of sales. I don't do this all the time because I want to save time on these videos and not rant for too long. So one order that I really liked here is at 12:13. Somebody is coming in and buying these July 240 calls, and they're shorting the July 240 put. So now you can see here that this is at below the midpoint. This one is above the midpoint. If you come, this one and this one. These two right here. I was getting confused with those June ones. So the July 240 call they're buying, and they're shorting the July 240 put. Shorting puts is extremely bullish, because that means you're liable to buy the stock at 240 if the stock is below 240 on July 16th. So if Snowflake is at $100 a share on July 16th, this person would have to buy the stock at 240. So that is extremely bullish here, and we know that these are for sure opening orders because sorry, I keep getting confused. These two are for sure opening orders because the trade size is larger than the open interest. Sorry, I keep getting confused with these June ones. It's these July, buying the 240 call, shorting the July 240 put. So that is extremely bullish. Buying calls, which is bullish, and shorting puts, which is 2 times bullish. Man, I'm so excited about this one, I can't even talk. So now this is a chart on Snowflake. This thing traded up to about 430 and has done nothing but get cut in half and get cut in half. The low was about 148. Some people with these high multiple software stocks, they're just going to sit there and say that they think these stocks are just going to keep getting cut in half and cut in half and cut in half. No, I do not believe in that. I think that there's going to come a time when everybody's going to be piling into these software stocks. So I do own some of these software stocks here. We have a large position in Snowflake. We do have a big loss. Well, not too big of a loss. Now that it's back up to 245. When this thing was at 184, man, we had a huge loss. So yeah, I'm not going to be going out buying options in this one. We have the stock. I do have other software stocks. ServiceNow, I brought that one up on the channel before. I own the stock, still holding it. So I'm definitely in these software stocks. It's going to come a time. I'm staying diversified. I have my materials, financials, higher multiple software stocks. I have growth at a reasonable price. Applied materials. We've talked about that one many times on this channel. So. Just a quick, outlay of how I'm, staying diversified, getting through this choppy market and still being profitable. So, thanks for everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to keep the subscribing up, and we'll see you in the next one.